Welcome to Nonprofit Strength and Conditioning. I'm Skip Lockwood of QL3 Strategies, providing performance enhancement for nonprofits. Today's workout is Emergency Preparedness for Nonprofits in 5 points. For those of you that eat your dessert first, the 5 points are 1. Office Evacuation Plan, 2. Emergency Closing, 3. Data Protection, 4. Essential Documents, and 5. Insurance Review. Okay, let's jump in. Natural and human-made disasters have the potential to hinder or destroy your nonprofit. Floods, fires, hurricanes, and industrial accidents are just a few of the potential hazards. Emergencies create unbudgeted expenses and have wide-ranging and long-term effects on your nonprofit's ability to function. For instance, there is the potential to have an extended closure and/or to lose employees and donors. Disasters may have severe impacts on short and long-term fundraising activities, as well as the potential loss of partnerships. While you cannot prepare for every eventuality, some forethought and planning may help you save lives and make the job of recovery less arduous. Most importantly, disaster planning is cost-effective, giving your organization a better chance to recover with a minimum of disruption. Many nonprofits assist the communities in which they operate, and their services are needed more than ever after a disaster. Getting your house in order will allow you to serve those around you when you are needed most. Point 1, the Office Evacuation Plan. The Office Evacuation Plan on its face seems as exciting and useful as the safety pamphlets on airplanes. However, when fully completed, the evacuation plan provides an orderly means for exiting the premises and accounting for personnel and visitors on site. It also serves as a quick reference for vital telephone numbers such as local medical facilities. If your organization rents space, the facility should already have a large part of this plan completed. Request a copy from building management and update it with the relevant information for your organization. Distribute the information to your staff. The staff is going to grumble, but it is wise to meet briefly at least once a year to review the plan. Sample evacuation plans are provided online at the Centers for Disease Control and at the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. The OSHA website, www.osha.gov, has an evacuations plans and procedures e-tool to make safety planning less painful. Point number 2, emergency closing. While exciting for children, business closings are often a headache for adults. Your organization needs to have a communications protocol and an administrative policy for emergency closings. A procedure is needed to assign who makes the closing call and the criteria for closing. For instance, many for-profit and nonprofit organizations in the Washington, D.C. area follow the federal government's lead and close when it closes. 1 or 2 days of closure may not pose a significant problem, but hurricanes, floods, or forest fires, for example, may close an organization for a month or more. Your nonprofit needs a protocol for conveying accurate information to personnel, partners, clients, and vendors. The mass availability of texting, cell phones, and phone-accessible email makes these modalities straightforward and cost-effective for notifying personnel and other critical players. It is important that someone at the organization have sufficient training and access to be able to post opening, closing, and operational information on the organization's website and social media pages remotely. We recommend your plan include a communications channel checklist that delineates responsibilities for internal and external communications. A free closure communications template is available on the QL3 Strategies website. Administratively, management must establish closure policies to address potentially expensive issues such as employee payment and benefits, telecommuting, and vacation usage and accrual. These additions to the employee handbook may help avoid potentially expensive decisions made in the heat of the moment, and they also provide vital information to employees about what to expect during an emergency. Point 3, data protection. After your employees, data is probably the most valuable asset your organization possesses. Mailing lists, vendor lists, customer lists, and electronic materials are critical pieces of infrastructure for the successful operation of your nonprofit. Safeguarding these assets is a mission-critical activity. Every nonprofit should have its most valuable data backed up regularly to a remote server known as the cloud. Off-site backup is affordable, secure, and straightforward. Another advantage of the cloud is you can access your data anywhere that has an internet connection. Cloud backup plans are standard at companies such as Google with the Google Drive and Apple with Apple's iCloud, and both offer free and paid backup plans. Additionally, AT&T, Comcast, Verizon, and other internet service providers offer plans for personal, nonprofit, small business, and large enterprise backups. While there are slight variations from provider to provider, the backup process is quite simple. Your provider will assign you an ID and a password. You then log into your account and assign documents and folders to be backed up. In some cases, you may need to place important files in a specific backup folder. In either case, those documents and folders will be copied to the cloud. Make a change or add new materials and they will automatically be backed up. Data is too valuable to be treated casually, and there is no reason that every nonprofit should not practice safe data. Point 4, essential documents. Every business has a set of crucial documents, such as incorporation papers, operational bylaws, and tax certificates. It is not uncommon as an organization grows that materials that ought to be in a secure, off-site box end up residing in the office. Incorporation papers, 501c3 determination letters, and the like are central to the disaster recovery process. We recommend 2 strategies for preparation. First, all essential documents should be scanned and made a part of the regular backup. Nearly all printers and copiers have scan functionality. Among the essential documents are copies of the accounting data. Services such as Dropbox and Google Drive are great places to store these documents so that you, your accountant, and perhaps your board chairman may access them. Second, we recommend what sailors call a ditch bag. The ditch bag contains the most critical items needed to survive in a lifeboat. Likewise, your organizational ditch bag should include all the materials necessary to help your nonprofit recover. In addition to government documents such as licenses, certificates of occupancy, tax letters, and so forth, we also recommend it contain your insurance binder, checkbook, payroll information, and a copy of your latest financial statement. The ditch bag should go with whomever will be in charge of post-disaster recovery. Ideally, your organization will never have to execute these strategies, but when disaster strikes, you will be in the best possible position to protect your nonprofit. And finally, point 5, the insurance review. An annual insurance coverage review may be complicated, tedious, and frustrating, but it is time well spent. Appropriate insurance coverage is an investment and may be the difference between a debilitating financial burden and a recovery that gets your nonprofit back on mission and helping people. Your insurance agent should help you evaluate and understand your policy, as well as suggesting additional coverages that may be relevant to your situation. If there is someone on your board or within your advisory sphere that has insurance experience, their involvement may be very beneficial. I have found this to be an excellent activity for the executive committee of the board. Some fundamental questions to consider with your insurance are: number 1, do you have enough coverage for material losses? 2, does your policy cover data and electronic losses? 3, does your policy cover data breaches? 4, what flood or water damage coverage do you have? 5, does your policy cover relocation or temporary premises? 6, if renting space, what does your renter's insurance cover and what does the building's insurance cover? Disaster preparation is no guarantee of a successful recovery, but it significantly improves your organization's chances in very trying circumstances. It also provides a peace of mind knowing that you have done what you can do to ensure the safety of your staff and the resilience of your nonprofit. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you found Nonprofit Strength and Conditioning useful. I welcome comments and questions. Please subscribe to the QL3 Strategies channel to be notified when I upload new material. To contact QL3 Strategies to discuss how we may assist your nonprofit, please visit our website at www.ql3strategies.com.